It's low key, and I am. I say I am. You know who I am. Today's topic: Nolan Wells was assassinated tragically by Martin Luther King. Yes, as well as Carmelo Anthony. Carmelo Anthony is going to be in prison for the next 35 years because of Martin Luther King. These are scientific facts.
The way this country talks about black victims versus white victims is disgusting. Nolan Wells' body was found yesterday off the coast of Mississippi. If you didn't know, he was presumed missing and dead on July 4th. It is America's 250th birthday, and we're still dealing with this bullshit. He was celebrating with his friends for the 4th of July, and there's now circulating video that is going very viral of what looks to be him and his friends that he went with on the beach, and there's an argument. There's yelling happening. In the video, he looks to be very calmly standing still looking at his buddies. The way this country talks about black victims versus white victims, and somehow the conversation is about his behavior. Why wasn't he on the boat? Was he drinking? Was he going from one boat to another? Now I'm going to give you a scenario. It's kind of morbid, so stick with me and trigger warning. If I show up dead, washed on a beach, my community of people where I was born are not going to go, well, how is Jake acting? Did he stay where he was supposed to? Did he start an argument with people? No, it's going to go, what the fuck? We have someone that would kill people out here? Jake, I love that guy. He plays for the football team. I'm just putting myself in Nolan's shoes. Nolan plays for the team. He's friends with those people. And the conversation is about his behavior. Just so frustrating. Like racism. And somehow, the conversation is about something is still alive and well just in the dialogue. Just in the dialogue. As simple as that. I just want this country to do better, and I see a future where we just stop with this bullshit and start going like, man, this kid was killed. Like, his on the 4th of July, he is celebrating with everyone, and he can't even do that. We can do better. We gotta do better. Oh, and apparently one of the friends' moms is a local judge, and if you think that will work in Nolan's favor, you clearly don't know anything about the history of young black men in this country. This isn't going to go anywhere. We have to speak up about it. Is still up.
The body of 18-year-old black teen Nolan Xavier Wells has been found. His white friends who were with him on the trip have already hired lawyers.
His white
Wells
friends.
vanished July 4 during a 4th of July boat outing to Horn Island, Mississippi, about 10 miles off the Gulf Coast. A park ranger found him in the water near the northwest end on July 6th. His phone was not with him. It was in his father's possession. The island has no cell coverage and is only accessible by private boat. Search teams, including the Cajun Navy, scoured land and sea since his disappearance. Authorities have not said how many people were on the boat or who. The body of 18-year-old black teen Nolan Xavier Wells has been found. His white friends who were with him on the trip.
That gotta be. That has to be. That has to be AI. There's no way a real news reporter would say his white friends. There's no way. It's we heard on a video one of them boys telling him you're not getting back on the boat. So they left him. I saw a video today where they said he left the island. And he went to a party or something. And then they found his body back on the island. Or some shit like that. So, yeah. There's video. I don't know if I'm going to be able to find it on here. But there was video of a family that was helping Nolan cross the water or whatever. He held on to their I don't know what the fuck them shits is, surfboards or whatever they were on, he held on to it, and they helped him get across, I guess, the water. But when he was standing there, he was like screaming to his white friends or whatever. I ain't gonna lie, I want to hate on that nigga, but that's a nice Ferrari. I do want to hate on that nigga though. But they were yelling, his white friends and him were yelling back and forth, and when they saw him grab on to these people's whatever, I don't fucking know. I don't be in the water. I'm not from out there. I don't know what this shit is called. Whatever surfboard, flotation device bullshit they on. When his white friends saw them, they was like, "Oh, you fucking pussy," and they was making fun of him. And then they started talking about, I'll try to find the video, but then they started talking about like, because Nolan was like, "Oh, I'm black, I'm gonna drown, I can't do it." And they're like, "Oh, well, you got a safety vest, you got a life vest, whatever." He was like, "Oh, it doesn't matter, I'm black." It was just super like NPC'd out, NPC commentary, you know what I'm saying? Like real, just like indoctrinated commentary, you know what I mean? But then his white friends, they started making monkey noises, and that's what, like, you know, alerted me or triggered me as far as like some sort of discernment or enlightenment, because everybody knows like when how people play around, how certain people play around, it just doesn't happen all of a sudden. So if he's in a situation where he's scared to death that he's gonna drown, and his friends are making fun of him, and they're making monkey noises, like, you know what I mean? They went full Chud the Builder and shit. That's not the first time that happened, is what I'm saying. So I'm looking at Nolan like, dude, you're a dumb fuck. You're a dumb fuck. Because the first time somebody, you know, shows me any type of racism, prejudice, just being a fucking a low vibrational piece of shit energy, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you're not in my life. I'm not going anywhere with you. I'm blocking you. I don't want nothing to do with you. But that gave me personally, and I can't prove it, but if they would sit up there and make monkey noises, and then they like reference his dad, he was like, "Oh, somebody was like, your dad is in prison," or some dumb shit. I don't fucking know. Some super dumb shit. You know what I mean? Like, you know, just super immature, like unconscious or conscious, like prejudice bullshit. You know what I mean? Like, that I know that was not the first time. That couldn't have been the first time that they made those. They were mocking him with monkey noises. That could not have been the first time. So it's like the first time somebody tries to degrade you as a human being and dehumanize you, you leave them alone. But the average person continues to participate in the proximity of that type of demonic energy. Let's have a real conversation. So honestly, bro, I really don't give a fuck. Like, I'm leaning towards not giving a fuck. I'm leaning towards saying that Nolan was a dumb fuck, and I guess he, you know what I mean? Like, he wasn't smart enough to get the fuck away from these demonic ass people. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I don't have sympathy for stupidity. I just don't. I'm not wired that way. The majority of people on this planet are. The majority of people on this planet will see a situation. They'll see people doing some, like, you know, participating in some bullshit or keeping people around them that are pieces of shit. And then when, like, some real shit happens, or somebody dies, or somebody goes to jail, or somebody gets hurt, something happens that's irreversible, then everybody want to have sympathy. No, I have sympathy for people that solve the problems or avoid situations that are irreversible. I have sympathy for those people that try to do that. I have sympathy for a female, you know what I'm saying, that's in a domestic abusive relationship that does everything she can to get the fuck away. And if she ultimately died because the guy was just, he's like, bitch, I'm not living without you. Like, I have sympathy for that. I don't have sympathy for people that leave the door wide open for the devil to walk in. I don't have it, never will. It's a waste of my fucking energy. And it's just dumb fuck activities. Let's have a real conversation. So listening to how they was taught, his friends was talking to him, especially in front of other white people, it was a white family. I'm like, oh, they don't give a fuck about you, dog. And now that I'm thinking about it, they was probably doing the same thing. They was probably mocking this dude the same way in real life, like, you know, back home, probably when they was gaming, you know, playing video games, hanging out, whatever, you know what I'm saying? Like, so I don't feel bad for you know, I don't have no sympathy for stupidity, bro. That's on you. If you around people that ain't shit, that don't mean, you know what I mean, that only bring you, you know, that only here to fucking make fun of you and degrade you and shit, that's a you problem. That's a you problem. You know what I'm saying? And so the reason why I say, like, it's Martin Luther King fault, because Martin Luther King bitch ass was a CIA asset that tricked the fucking these dumbass niggas into thinking that, you know, black people, in order for the black race to fucking thrive or fucking serve or exist, they needed outside races. They needed a race outside of themselves, or ethnicity or a culture outside of themselves to fucking survive. You see what I'm saying? And that is terroristic shit. That is like supreme terroristic levels of psychological manipulation. You know what I'm saying? Straight like that. That is like up there. That's up there with like 9/11 and shit, bro. The Martin Luther King psyop is up there with NASA. Facts. Is up there with dinosaurs. Like, you got the T-Rex and you got Martin Luther King bitch ass right next to each other. Facts. That's where I'm at with that. But, and I say because of the mayonnaise white people, because those were some demonic ass mayonnaise folks, man. Those were some demonic ass mayonnaise people. But at the end of the day, it's like racism or prejudice, it's a learned behavior. It's a learned behavior, bro. It's as simple as that. And the older you get, or I'm not even gonna say the older, but the more you rise, the more your consciousness expands, and your awareness, self-awareness, societal awareness, spiritual, whatever the fuck, you know, the more your awareness expands, you realize, oh, this is like some NPC, you know, scripted ideologies or whatever the fuck, you know what I mean, like point of views and shit. Like, it's corny, you know what I mean? Because like I said, a lot of people that's racist, prejudice, whatever, they shit ain't nothing even happened to them. Nothing even happened to them. And even if one thing happens to them, if you got robbed, if you know what I mean, like, everybody ain't the same. I love my white people. I love my white people. I don't know about them white people. I don't know about them white people. But I love my white people. My white people come through for me. Let's have a real conversation. My white people always come through for me and show me love and support and high vibrations of energy and shit like that. Them white people over there, I don't know them white niggas. My white niggas, peace, family. Them white niggas, suck a dick and die. Let's have a real conversation. But my white people, my white niggas, I crash out over my white niggas. Them white niggas, they can go to hell. Let's have a real conversation. You know what I'm saying? Let's see if I can find this shit. But overall, like, the more this information comes out, you know, and a lot of this shit too, I blame the parents too. Because my parents did that fuck shit to me. Like, I could speak on that directly. My parents did that bullshit to me. The worst thing you can do, bro, is take a black child out of an environment where it's people that look like them, act like them, talk like them, sound like them, whatever, have their same interests, and then put and literally force them into a community where it's people that look nothing like them. You didn't even try to make it into like a diverse situation. No, you just took your kid out of a black school and put them in an all-white school. Not because of the child. You don't give a fuck about the kid. You're gonna dress it up as the excuse is, well, I want my children to grow up in a safe neighborhood, and I don't want to have to worry about them getting in trouble. No, you didn't do that for your kid. The real reason is you did that because you thought it was a flex to get away from niggas. Those black families, they look at it as a flex. They look at it as bragging rights. Oh, we got out. We got away from our own kind. Instead of saying, how can we build? How can we rebuild the fucking spirit of our community? The fucking, you know what I mean? How can we rebuild where we from? Instead of just going somewhere else, migrate into a racist community where motherfuckers do not want you there. Let's have a real conversation, bro. I'm telling you, bro, the psychological makeup of the fucking black American is so fucked up and borderline fucking, like, you know, you can't come back, like, unredeemable. You can't come back from unfixable. You know what I mean? Like, it's fucked, bro. It's fucked. Just that alone. That black people would move out of there. They would run out of their community and brag about living in a community. Where everybody there, they look at you like you brought the property value of the community down. They're like, why is this Negro here? Why? We don't like you. Somebody call the homeowner association. Somebody call somebody. You know what I'm saying? Let's have a real conversation. A black family moving to the town, and now everybody, the whole block smile in your face, but they plotting on you behind your back, talking wild shit. But the black person's so goddamn fucking delusional. The black family, the mother and father is so fucking delusional that they think oh yeah, we made it. And that's the Martin Luther King CIA PSYOP syndrome. We made it. No. A culture or a group of people have made it when they're able to pull each other up. That's the biggest flex that any race or group of people, you know what I'm saying, can flex. Let's have a real conversation. When niggas say, okay, like literally, when niggas say, okay, you see how the media is doing us. You see how these other races are doing us. You see how the government is doing us. You see how we doing each other. All the odds are against us. So instead of running for help from massa or whatever the fuck, you know what I'm saying? You're supposed to come together and you're supposed to go ahead and eradicate the bullshit in your own home. That's just, you know what I mean? But that take too much work. That take too much sacrifice. Huh? And that's the problem with everything. Nobody wants to put in the fucking real life work. Everybody will go to these fake ass fucking wage slave jobs though. Everybody will wake up in the morning and will participate in the Truman Show work, but nobody want to do real work, like outside of the Matrix work or shit that could break the Matrix work. Nobody want to do that shit. But niggas will go stand at the motherfucking gas station for 8 hours and look stupid. Niggas will go bag groceries and shit. Meaningless bullshit. You know what I'm saying? nigga go work at Family Dollar and just get high and drunk in the bathroom all day. But niggas won't go outside and talk to the people that's around them in their own community and try to figure out how they can help each other, how they can escape the matrix. Let's have a real conversation. That's why I'm like, that's how I know I've surpassed this realm. This realm is a joke, bro. This realm is a joke. And these stories and the constant, it's the same shit, bro. It's played out. This nigga right here, he's a dummy. This nigga Nolan Wells, he's a dummy. And his parents are dummies. And shit, his parents, they could have Nolan Wells could have got Trayvon Martin for all we know. Let's have a real conversation. I blame Trayvon Martin on Martin Luther King. Because if Trayvon Martin if Trayvon Martin was living in an all-black neighborhood, at least he wouldn't have got killed by a Mexican or whatever the fuck that was. And if it wasn't for bitch-ass Martin Luther King, black people wouldn't be so weak psychologically. They would stand on business. They would stand on business. That means when somebody that's not black kill a black person, it's over for you. It's over for you. So like I said, I blame Draymond Green. I blame Draymond Green's lack ability to close his mouth. If Draymond Green, I blame Martin Luther King for Draymond Green not being able to close his fucking horse mouth. If Martin Luther King never existed, Draymond Green would be able to close his fucking mouth. Let's have a real conversation. And then you're gonna talk about a dream. A dream. And what we talk about all day, what we say, wake up. He talking about a dream. But we out here a real nigga tell you, I got a dream for you. Real nigga tell you, wake the fuck up. I'd have slapped the shit out of Martin Luther King if I seen that nigga at Dollar Tree or some, you know what I'm saying, back in the day. Wherever the fuck. I'd have smacked fire out of Martin Luther King. I'd have smacked, boy. Have a real conversation, man. I hate these people. Black people was on some bullshit, bro. Black people was on some bullshit, bro. For real. Let's have a real conversation, man. And then it's like now you got a lot of white people. Pay attention, bro. Like I'm telling you, like when you really start to question everything, you really start to see. You really start to see, like, you know, these narratives and damn near strategies, right? So now you got all these white people on the internet talking about black people, stay away from groups of white people. Black people, stay away. And I'm like, man, that shit cringe as fuck, bro. That shit is cringe as fuck. Because that's like, I would never say white people, stay away from groups. I would never say that shit. I would never say that. Because it just sounds stupid saying that out loud. You know what I mean? But I'm like, is this like some reverse racist prejudice psychology where, okay, white people are like, well, we can't tell them. We can't say niggers leave us alone. We don't want nothing to do with you. We can't go full Nick Fuentes. So maybe they're dressing it up now like reverse psychology. Like just, you guys got to stay away from us because, you know, you might end up deceased. You might end up drowned. You might end up beaten to death. I think there's some reverse psychology going on with these motherfucking white people. You know what I'm saying? Talk about white people talking about. Yeah, what the fuck? They're literally fucking saying that black boy should have never been around all them white. He should have never been the only black boy. I'm like, what the fuck is going on? This shit is crazy. What timeline are we living in? Where white people are telling black people to stay away from them but for their safety. This is crazy, bro. All right, let's see. This is insanity, bro. Shit, next we're gonna have a civil war between racist white people and black loving white people. It's gonna be a whole civil war between racist white people and black loving white people. We just gonna be like, what the fuck? Yo, this shit is crazy, man. This shit is nuts, bro. I don't want that. I'm sweating like a motherfucker in this car, bro. This shit got almost 2 million views.
The news and police lied, and Nolan French did not give back his phone to the mom. The mom had to track the phone down and go to the friend house and make them get the phone back. Cap, the keys is on top. Where both his Snapchats have been wiped of everything that happened that day in conversation. Then they lied about not knowing where Nolan car keys was to the where they homegirl said, Cap, the keys is on top of the Xbox. She seen him put it there. And his homeboys had to go get it. The dad took a boat to the island on July 5th to try to find his body. They could not find it. He went missing July 4th. But he magically appeared July 6th. There were people on the island and all. No one seen a body float on July 6th when no one was there. That's when the body appeared. Yo, do you think we stupid? Yo, I ain't gonna lie. I don't know what Mississippi Sheriff Department got going on, but at this point, a higher power needs to investigate this. Bring the FBI or private investigators. And clearly the Sheriff Department got some other means. Wait, major update on Nolan. So you're
Man, listen, bro.
Now, y'all remember?
5 million. Yo, I gotta start making videos on Instagram. This musty nigga got 5 million views, bro.
The girl that they said that Nolan went off walking with, well, her name is Katie Montgomery.
Fucking Katie! It's always a Katie, bro. Katie has some big old titties. It's always a Katie, bro. Always a Katie, nigga.
Well, her name is Katie Montgomery.
Always a fucking Katie, nigga.
Well, they said that she is about to corroborate.
God damn.
And then they released a statement and saying that they will be cooperating with the police for sure, just to clear up her name. Now, Katie recounted her meetup with Nolan. Now, she said that they was together.
This nigga look like a broke ass Scottie Pippen.
Chill with each other, you know what I'm saying? And then he's supposed to have went back to the boat with his friends. And from her knowledge, before she had left that island with her parents, he was going back to the boat with his friends. Now let's put Nolan last appearance with his boys instead of her, right? That he just walked off with a whole female. Now in the video that's circulating, I really can't put a finger on it, but you can see and hear like there was an altercation going on. You got some people speculating and saying that Nolan was screaming, "Give me back my fucking phone." And then you got some people saying you not get on this boat. But what make this shit so even crazier, y'all? Friends and the girlfriend, peers and everything, deactivated their pages before his body was even found. Who doing that? If you ain't suspicious, bitch. Not only that, you got one of these motherfuckers before they accounts was deactivated. They said, my parents is praying over us for some shit that we did that can probably land us in jail for 10 years. But he deleted it. Now this is one of the boys that was on the boat. Mind you, one of the boys' mom is a doctor and a judge. And I promise you, if these was black boys doing this to a white boy, they would be locked up right now and questioning until they figure everything out. The thing is, they claim that they don't remember nothing. So was y'all drinking underage? Lock them up. Not only that, y'all said y'all don't remember nothing, but y'all remember his phone. Y'all got his phone and took it back to his mama. Remember the exact time when he went missing at 3 p.m.? Y'all remember the exact time that he was walking away with a female? And y'all remember the exact time that he didn't have his phone on him at the same time. So was y'all holding his phone? Y'all remember to get back on the boat?
Nigga ain't making no money today. What the fuck?
And know how to drive back to the shore. So I ain't trying to hear this lame ass shit. Don't smell right to me. Y'all don't remember, but y'all deactivated y'all social media before y'all even went back home. Come on now. Why would y'all even do that? All y'all? All y'all did that. Not one person. All y'all do that? Alright. Bitch. Now y'all remember the girl that...
I want to find the video where the nigga they was talking crazy. Where they was making monkey noises at him, telling him to cross the water, stop being a pussy and all this shit. I can't find that video. Cause that was very revealing.
The mama had to track down the phone and then go to the parents to get the phone. Then when they got the phone, the Snapchat had been wiped. Are you kidding me? This is how racial animosity gets built up. This is what's going on in this instance. You have one person who's saying one thing, someone else who's saying a variation of that thing, and it gets messed up. So everything people are saying is that the messages were deleted. And that's what we heard from Benjamin Crump originally.
Fucking Benjamin Crump, nigga.
Stay, but they took his...
Look at this motherfucking goober head ass nigga.
Then when the family gets the cell phone back, Lindsay, they're saying that they are trying to understand why they're deleted messages.
But if you listen to the details, that's not exactly what happened. Take a look.
And when we opened it up, there was nothing. There were no saved pictures. There were no snaps from that day. And we did open it before the 24-hour expiration. So we found that very concerning, only because anyone who's ever been around Nolan will tell you at social gatherings, he's taking videos, he's taking pictures, he's even come up to me when I'm getting ready to go to bed, hey mom, come on, take a picture of me. You know, like that was Nolan. So that's why we feel
the mom could get some dick, I ain't gonna lie.
Was because of the fact that there was
Mama could get some dick, I ain't gonna lie.
His accounts.
So what you see there is that she said that she felt that the messages she used the word may have been deleted. That's a big difference from
this
they
nigga
were deleted.
This
they
nigga
may have been deleted. But what do we know? We know that he most likely, probably, from all the information that we do have, which is very little, but what we do know is that he probably did not get off of that boat with his cell phone.
This nigga got a big ass head with a little neck. He looked like that comedian that be running. I don't even remember his name. He looked like that comedian, Lil Duval. Don't this nigga look like Lil Duval? This nigga got a big ass head, a little neck. This nigga look like Lil Duval.
He probably did not get off of that boat with his cell phone. And a very important piece of...
He look like a Family Dollar Lil Duval shit. Here we go with this shit. Here y'all niggas come. Everything a ritual sacrifice. I got conspiracy theorist fatigue. Fuck all y'all.
Them little niggas was born yesterday, man. We weren't born yesterday, fool. You feel me? You came back with your friends. Y'all knew what y'all was doing. Y'all knew where y'all was at. Ain't nobody said nothing about no fight. You feel me? And we heard it was a fight going on. You feel me?
You feel me?
And then ain't nobody finna leave their cell phone. Definitely not in this day and
You
age.
feel me?
2026 teens ain't finna leave their cell phone. That's their lifeline. But I bet you, they know what everybody else did. They know what everybody else said. I bet you everybody else went home. But exactly, they don't know where old boy went. They don't know where he at. They acting like they ain't chill with the dude. They acting like they weren't taking pictures with the dude. They acting like they wasn't his friends or whatever. You feel me? But at the end of the day, you feel me? You gotta watch folks like that. It's definitely on that day particular. You feel me? Because on certain days and certain.
Nah, nigga, I don't feel you. I don't want to feel you. Leave me alone. Then you got niggas like this, bro, looking like somebody auntie and shit, bro. Looking like somebody gay auntie and shit.
My mama always
Get
told
this
me
nigga.
you're the only birthday candle at the birthday party. 9 times out of 10, you ain't there for the party and you there as the present.
Shut up.
Nolan Wells did not drown. There was no water found in his lungs at all. So what happened to Nolan Wells? Supposedly he was
Come on,
last
Katie.
seen about 3 o'clock.
Give me that tea, Katie.
He was gonna leave the boat. And he
Come on,
left his
Katie.
cell phone with his friends.
Give us the tea,
So
Katie.
maybe because they couldn't get a service, so he's like, I'm gonna leave it on the boat. His friends are like, hey, come on, Nolan, let's go home. And they're saying like they're like begging him too, but I'm sure anybody's probably not really like, well, my friend, you know, come on, please come on.
Come
please
on, Katie.
Like no one's gonna sit there and beg their friend to come home over and over. Like if the guy didn't want to come home, they just didn't want to come home. So he took off with someone else, and now no one knows what happened, except someone does know what happened, and someone's covering it up, and no one wants to tell the truth. So what happened to Nolan Wells? Why isn't there water in his lungs?
I'm saying there's no water in his lungs. Now they saying there's no water in it. Now they saying there's no water in his lungs. I feel safe inside white woman vagina.
Wells case.
This nigga looks crazy.
Murdered by those 3 men. There was a pool party that took
This
place
nigga looks
after the
crazy
island.
as hell. He don't know
And
what
you
he
can
is.
See clearly in Evan's Instagram.
This nigga be at everybody cookout.
Put out statements saying that an altercation took place between Nolan, Evan, and 2 other boys, and the boys proceeded to beat Nolan to death with a metal bar and urinate on him.
What?
And all those
Oh, hold on,
has
bro.
just come out in the
Hold on,
Wells
bro.
case that proves that he
Hold
was
on,
murdered
bro.
by those 3 men. There was a pool party that took place after the island, and you can see clearly in Evan's Instagram post, Nolan is there. Witnesses have put out statements saying that an altercation took place between Nolan, Evan, and 2 other boys, and the boys proceeded to beat Nolan to death with a metal bar and urinate on him. And all those people there watched and did nothing about it. They are no better than the people that killed him. The reason that Nolan's phone pinged on the island is because they went back and they dumped his body after they killed him. These men need to be prosecuted to the fullest extent of the law because they murdered Nolan Wells. Nolan Wells was...
Niggas said, them niggas told Nolan, I'ma pee on you. Drip, drip, drip. Pee on you. them racist white boys said, Nolan, your body is a poto potty. I'll pee on you. Drip, drip, drip. That was his people. That was Nolan's people. See, my white people, my white niggas, they would never beat me to death and pee on me. Them white niggas, I don't know. His white niggas, I don't know them niggas. Maybe that's just how they have fun. Maybe that's how they celebrate the 4th of July every year. Nigga, you ain't seen, maybe Nolan never saw the movie Get Out. I never saw Get Out, but I got the concept of it. Maybe, you see, that's when, like, if he had black friends or his parents, somebody should have sat that dumbass nigga down and watched Get Out. You know what I'm saying? So, And I don't understand that, like, GoFundMe shit. I'm gonna be honest, like, people making GoFundMe in a situation like this. Like, I mean, I guess it makes sense. I guess they're gonna use the GoFundMe money. Like, they using GoFundMe as like the new pain and suffering, or like the new just death grift. Like, I guess they can use the money. Like, I don't know. I guess they can use the GoFundMe money to pay Benjamin Crump, because he's the money guy. Benjamin Crump only comes out of his fucking hole. His little, you know what I'm saying, Shriner, whatever the fuck he is. Nigga Knights Templar hole, whatever he is. His little satanic bungalow. Only time we see this motherfucking Ving Rhames head ass nigga. Like a dark skinned Ving Rhames head ass nigga. This motherfucking melted Tootsie Roll head ass nigga. Only time we see this fool, man, is when it's time to get some money about some shit. Get some money about a dead nigga. That's the only time we see this nigga, man. Nigga, Akon before the Ozempic looking ass nigga. Dark skin, midnight purple black satanic ass nigga. Only time he come out of his satanic bungalow is when it's time for a payday. You know? Anybody seen the GoFundMe, bruh? That nigga Reek get home from the post office. He get done with his shift at the post office. He said the gay nigga slap him on the booty. Say, "Good job, Reek. You did a good job today. Good work." That's the money. That's the money. And I don't even like, bro. I'm telling you, man. Like, I don't even like. These people are not elite. Bussy Boule boys. The billionaire Bussy Boule boys club. Huh? Huh?
Emotionally tortured him. The body of 18-year-old didn't just murder him. They physically and emotionally tortured him. The body of 18-year-old black teenager Nolan Xavier Wells has been found. He went missing on July 4th while traveling by boat with 3 white friends to Horn Island, Mississippi, approximately 10 miles from the Gulf Coast. On July 6th, a park administrator discovered him in the water near the northwest end of the island. His phone was not on his person, but in his father's hand. Since his disappearance, search teams, including the Kazakh Navy, have conducted a comprehensive search of both land and sea areas. The authorities have not yet specified how many people were on the boat or who reported the disappearance, but online videos show that a dispute may have occurred before Wells was abandoned by his friends, who then left on another boat without him. It is also reported that Wells was originally supposed to meet a girl. His white friends had quickly hired lawyers, one of whom was the child of a judge. This immediate legal protection raised questions.
Come on, Katie.
Would we be picking apart?
Come on, Katie.
Before he disappeared? Or would we be demanding answers from the people who were with him right before he died? White people.
I feel safe inside a white woman's vagina.
It's amazing how quickly some victims are questioned, while others are immediately met with compassion. Nolan deserves the dignity we extend without hesitation to white victims. His family deserves answers, and until those answers come, maybe we should spend less time trying to explain him away and more time asking the questions we would of any other child. Empathy shouldn't depend on race, and neither should our demand for answers.
Yo, it's so fucking hot, bro.
Begins with asking the same questions for every child, no matter what their skin.
Update on the Nolan Wells situation. I'm just finding out that before Nolan Wells was left on the island, before his friends came back on the boat and left him on the island, there was an altercation. They had some kind of argument or something like that. So now it's starting to make sense to me. Now I'm putting two and two together, and I'm seeing the whole, I'm seeing the whole thing behind it. I'm understanding exactly what happened. Me using my mind and my brain, I can clearly see what happened. They got into an argument. It was probably over some girl or whatever the case may be. They got
Katie.
into some type of altercation, some type of argument. They left his ass on the island, took his phone so that he wouldn't be able to be communicated with nobody, he wouldn't be able to be tracked or anything like that. And they left him on the island. Nolan Wells was probably stuck on that island, probably tried to swim his way off the island, and then he drowned. I don't think...
Black Castaway. That was the nigga Castaway.
They left his ass on the island. The only way you can get to that island is by boat or some form of transportation, water transportation. You can't just swim to that island. You have to get on a boat to get to the island. They got in an altercation. They argued with him. They took his phone so that he wouldn't be able to make any phone calls, or nobody would be able to track him or anything like that. And they left him there. And him now realizing his situation probably was like, fuck it, I'm going to try to swim my ass out of this situation. And he drowned. And that's what happened.
That couldn't have happened because they said there was no... They're saying that there ain't no water in his lungs. So what the fuck are we... What the fuck is going on, bro? What the fuck is going on here? And how many times we gotta say the same shit? You dumb motherfucker. This go for anybody and everybody. Unless you own the island. Unless you're the owner of the island. If your ass is going to an island, you should be prepared to die. Or come close to death. What the fuck are we talking about? What are we talking about? Talking for the last fucking how long? We've been talking about how, like, these crazy things that happen on these islands. The fucking that movie Blink Twice or some shit came out. Motherfuckers went on an island. They was getting all types of crazy shit done to them. You got Epstein. You got, the Michael Jordan of pedophiles. Big E. His island. Right? You had Ivanka and the Antichrist. They was over there near Albania they was trying to, make Epstein Island Part 2, like the sequel. But they got ran off the block. I don't understand. It's like certain shit like, bro, in 2026 till infinity, if you go into an island, bro, it's expect to die. The fuck are we talking about? There's another movie with the island, bro. Y'all seen the movie with the island? Where they went to, the people got invited to the island. It was called The Menu. And they would eat the food, and then I think at the end of the meal, I want to say at the end of the meal they ate each other or something like that. Don't nothing good, you know what I mean? I'm finna pass the fuck out, man. God damn. I feel safe inside white woman vagina. I don't mean I trust it. So it's like, people love this shit, bro. People love, like, it's clearly a side effect of just psychological trauma, like on every level, where people love this shit. Who done it? Who killed them? Nigga, you can't bring them back. It don't even matter. And then if you found out exactly who killed this, if they came out and said, this is the person that killed Nolan Wells or whatever, his father ain't gonna slide for him. His mother ain't gonna retaliate. I don't know if he has any siblings. Ain't nobody in his family gonna do a motherfucking thing. They don't want justice. They want compensation. Let's have a real conversation. And honestly, I was like, shit, this remind me of a basketball game, right? When like the game is close and the referee make a bad call on one end, so they gotta make up for the call on the other end. This shit felt like the Illuminati had to slide back. The Illuminati had to slide on Nolan Wells for Austin Metcalf. It was like, shit. Somebody gotta die. We gotta, you know what I mean? We gotta make a call at the other end just so we back right. So you see that, right? The white boy died, and then immediately that's all over and now the black boy dead. So then next we gonna have a white boy die, and it just keep going back and forth like that. That's that race baiting hamster wheel, not bullshit. Huh? That's their homicidal bread and circus. Cause you know them white people, you know those people, those white people that was pissed about that Austin Metcalf dude getting murdered. You know they happy as hell. Listen, come on, man. You know them little feeble-minded, low vibrational, you know what I mean? You know they happy as hell. They rubbing their hands like Birdman when they found out, when they heard this story, man, when they heard this story. Let's just call it what it is. So anyway, you know what I'm saying? Anyway, you know what I'm saying? That nigga Jay punching the wall right. That nigga Jay punching the air right now, respectfully. You know what I'm saying? That nigga Jay punching the air right now. You know what I'm saying? You know, feel me? You feel me? A barber came through. A barber came through. You know? You know? So welcome to the Coliseum, where the NPCs, this nigga said Carl Winslow, fuck you, Sean. You know, I know this nigga Sean for like a couple of years, and I never seen that nigga hairline before. No, that nigga be hat fishing. No, that nigga Sean be hat fishing, man. That nigga Sean, boy, every time I see that nigga, boy, he got a bonnet on or some shit. He got something on his head. This nigga got a built-in bonnet in the hoodie. That's some new, nigga, what? Nigga, what? If I fucking trademark that shit, a bonnet built in the hoodie? Nigga, what? The fuck? This nigga said my shit fuck. We don't even know what you is, Reek. We don't even know what you is, nigga. You could be an insectoid for all we know, nigga. You know what I'm saying? But you know what I'm saying? I could rock it like this, or I could rock it like this, like, you know what I'm saying? You know? It's mine. It's mine. You know? I feel safe in white woman vagina. You know what that nigga is? That nigga ain't never came. That nigga ain't never called into the show. That nigga can have a BBL for all we know, man. Nigga say you don't do call. You ain't never called in once. You ain't never called. Get the fuck out of here, nigga. Get the fuck out of here, bruh. Look at this hoe ass nigga. Look at this hoe ass nigga.
The parents and their representative, Ben Crump, will join us live at 5 on The Don Lemon Show, on YouTube, on Substack, on Twitch, Instagram, wherever you get your streaming content. In independent media first. We'll see you live at 5 o'clock.
This nigga Reek gonna call in. He gonna call in with some pantyhose on his face and shit. Looking like he about to set it off and shit. You know what I'm saying? The fuck is he talking about, man?
Nolan and Xavier Wells
53,000 likes.
with me, a privileged white mom of a black daughter. My daughter is in her 20s and she is very adventurous. And when she leaves this house and does what I'm going to coin an inherently white activity, a little piece of my heart dies every single time. And I'm going to give you an example. She likes to go mudding in the woods. And there is a certain demographic.
That's definitely some white people
She
shit.
goes out there with her phone, but sometimes that doesn't matter because she's in the woods and there's no service. And she goes out with her guy friends. And I have two concerns.
I'm gonna go in the fucking woods on purpose. Get mud all on my face, ticks in my mouth. Hello, poison ivy, all type of shit. And that's how we have fun. Pure chaos. I'm gonna go get dirty as fuck. I'm gonna get dirty and stank as fuck.
To speak about this. And she likes to go mudding in the woods. And there's a certain demographic does that and is on those trails. And she goes out there with her phone, but sometimes that doesn't matter because she's in the woods and there's no service. And she goes out with her guy friends. And I have two concerns. She's a woman in the woods with a predominantly male activity, and she's black. And so I can tell you that when this story hit the other day, it hit home for me. My heart goes out to the family. It was so ecstatic to see that they hired Ben Crump. I know that he's going to do an extremely thorough investigation. And here's where all of us creators, you know, I have a small platform, 50,000 followers, over 2 platforms, but
Everybody wins. They'll get some type of money. Who cares? I don't know how much to go from it. They'll get some money. You know, if the white people don't get money, figure out a way to get money, they get clout. They get status. You know what I mean? Like, you know? Let's have a real conversation, bro. In some communities, when you unalive somebody from, you know, like when you kill a nigga, when you live in certain communities and you kill a nigga, you get clout. You might get a free steak dinner if you go to the right restaurant in that community. Let's have a real conversation. Oh yeah, I remember you. The neighborhood's been a lot brighter since your boys did what they did. The neighborhood has been a lot brighter. If you know if you catch my drift. Thank you for that. You want pink or no pink? You want pink or no pink? You want pink. You want pink. You want pink. How pink? How bloody do you want it? they love Chud. Didn't they say Chud? Correct me if I'm wrong. Didn't they say Chud raised like $1 million, bro? And he had people willing to put up $1 million for him. So it's like, you know, at the end of the day, it's a spirit, bro. Racism is like, it's like, you know what I mean? Some little kid shit. Racism is little kid shit. You know? I got like the worst deliveries today, bro. The absolute worst. But shout out Kenny, bro. I haven't been live in a minute. Shout out Kenny. Kenny hit the Venmo. Shout out Waterstyle. Waterstyle be showing love to the Venmo. You know what I'm saying? You know? Apparently Reek and Jay don't fuck with a nigga, so. You dig? Because he's LGBT. Ain't all of these motherfucking hateful ass white people gay on the low? They all got Grindr accounts and shit. So anyway, fuck Martin Luther King. I wish we got some sensu beans for that nigga. Can we go get some? Where the fuck is Shinron? Can we wish that nigga back so we can curb stomp him to death? Allegedly in Grand Theft Auto? Is there any way possible? Siri, where can I find 7 Dragon Balls? Alexa, find Shinron. Chat GPT, help. Iran, do something. God damn. Where the fuck was Iran? Where the fuck was Iran? Where the fuck was Iran's antennas when Martin Luther King was out here destroying black community? What the fuck? All right, man. I'm up out of here. That's all I got. That dude is a dummy. And Nolan Wells, he's not dumb for hanging around white people. That's the low vibration NPC. You're dumb. You're spiritually retarded. Like, you know what I mean? He's dumb because the people that he was around, don't matter what color they are, the people he was around had hate in their spirit. And he didn't have either the confidence or the spiritual foresight to see he was in danger. That's where he fucked up. You know he done fucked up, right? He didn't have his spirit wasn't there. His awareness wasn't there where he could actually like see it happen, like visualize, oh shit, these niggas might 86 me. They might get me the fuck out of here. He was, you know what I mean? Like, so, you know, hey, best case scenario, the dude, he get reincarnated, he go through whatever he gotta go through, he come back, and he learned from his past mistakes. Let's have a real best case scenario. Nigga, shit, the nigga won. The nigga won. If we having a real conversation, he escaped the Matrix. For now, at least. That nigga won. I'm trying to see what that like. To get the fuck out of this place, bro. I'm trying to see what that like. Fuck is you talking about?